We are on the train. We've been here for about an hour and we got about another hour or so. So we're just gonna hang out. Hopefully the internet's gonna keep us on. Hopefully the ride goes nice and smooth. Everyone looks like they're coming from the restaurant. Those are the people from the restaurant, Fluffy. The ones that kicked us out. Fluffy staring into space. I didn't get to bed till late. What's up, Matt? We are on the train. We got about another hour or so. What time is it now? 6:58. So basically 7 in the morning. We are on the train. This train is definitely not as nice as the last one. I'll give you guys a train tour in a few when some more people show up, but this train is not as nice as the other one. I've kind of learned the understanding of each one of these little train classes, so I can explain that probably later on also. But now I know how to accurately find a good train. We're at a little stop right now, but it looks like we're starting to take off again. We've been on here for about, I don't know, an hour. We had to get up at the crack of dawn. A lot of people are passed out because this train took off at about 5:15 in the morning. So I'm still tired. We don't even have our hotel. We don't have anything booked. Even if we did have the hotel booked, it wouldn't really matter because we're gonna get into town around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, which is well before check-in. So we wouldn't even be able to check in if we booked a hotel. But what our plan is, I have two hotels that I have saved on my Agoda app. I think we're going to walk in there and ask if we can see each one of the rooms and see what they'll do about early check-in. If they will take in early check-in. Oh. You guys seen that? Whacked him right in the head. I seen it at the last second. We caught it on camera. Did you guys see that? That's like a ghost. Did you guys see that? Look at two people seeing that on the camera. Did you guys see that? Fluffy, they're laughing. Man, that was crazy. Look. It was just sitting there and it just fell. You guys seen that? That is crazy. What if that would have been like, imagine if that would have been like bricks. It seemed like it was very light though, but that was so crazy. I just seen it and I couldn't warn him because my hand was like this and my other hand's holding the camera, and right at the last second I seen it and I was like, oh, but what was I gonna say? Like, hey, watch your head. Hey, watch your head.
How would people understand you say, oh?
And then if I would have yelled like that, the guy probably would have thought I was the one that threw it or something. But that was crazy. If you guys want, go back and rewind the live stream. You guys can see it again. That was crazy. What timing? I could have been looking out the window, but it was perfectly set up on that. That was crazy. Guy got drilled in the head. He's just lucky it wasn't a backpack or something. It was like a rice bag or something, I think. Yeah, so we got to figure out what we're going to do when we get to this brand new city. What's up, Ivan? We are probably about an hour away. Everyone's passed out. We couldn't find our seats when we first got here because this guy was freaking laying from here, hanging his feet all the way down there, and Fluffy walked by down there. We walked back. We went to the other cabin. I thought someone was sitting in our seats. So we're all good now, though. We've been on here for about an hour. This is where our baggage is. We had a little snack. I had a little coconut cake. We'll get something to eat once we get to our new destination. So no longer in the city of Nguyen Yan, Vietnam. I don't know where the hell we are right now. Somewhere in the middle of central Vietnam. But in about an hour, we'll be in Tuy Huy. I think Tuy Huy. How do you say it, Fluffy? Tuy Hua. What's up, Tim? Man, you missed it. If you rewind the live stream back, probably about 2 or 3 minutes ago, this guy was sitting here, and that bag just magically just rolled off and smacked the guy in the head. So that guy got clocked in the head with that. I was sitting right here about 3 minutes ago. If you guys scroll back, if you scroll back on the live stream, that white bag was sitting there perfectly still like that, and it just fell off and smacked the guy right in the head. I don't know how it happened. Tuy Hua, Tuy Hua, Tuy Hua, Tuy Hua. Hold on, let's see how Fluffy says it. How do you say it, Fluffy? Huh? Chua.
Look, there's like a factory there. Chua.
What's up, Alejandro?
Alejandro.
I think it's about 3 or 4 minutes ago. This is like rural.
Looks like
This is countryside Vietnam. This is Detroit, Vietnam. Fluffy got the second word right. They said you got the second word right. Tuy Hoi, Tuy Hoi, Tuy Hoi, Tuy Hoi. Tuy Hua. I think it's Tuy Hua. No, it's the guy Mark in here kept saying it's Twee. He kept saying Twee. See? Twee. Remember? Because I remember it kept saying, it's like how Mike Tyson says tree.
Twee.
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 And I said, Mike Tyson said, man, that Twee jumped out right in front of me.
That's the hardest.
That's the hardest.
Pronunciation.
Man, we've been sleeping. Well, we only got a couple hours of sleep. We just went to the little restaurant area. We had some leftover pizza. We had just a couple of slices of that, so we ate that, and then we'll go get something to eat once we get in the city, because we'll be way early. Check-in's not till at least 12 o'clock, and we're going to get into the city about 8. But good news. So the good news is we booked our train ticket to Nha Trang, so we have that already booked, and we booked our hotel for Nha Trang, so that's booked. On the other hand, we are landing in Tuy Hoa in 1 hour, and we don't even have our hotel booked. What, Fluffy? We're arriving in about an hour, and we still don't have our hotel booked. But we will go into the 2 little hotels and we'll check them out. If they give preference to special check-in, maybe we'll pick that one over the other. We'll see. Yeah, we bought this yesterday afternoon because we didn't want to lose a whole day. So we had 2 options: 5 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No, because I'll just sneak out the window. I'll open up the window and I'll say, suckers. I'll jump out the window. This train is definitely a lower class train. I'll give you guys a tour in a minute. And whoever's seen the train yesterday, you guys are going to say, man, that one yesterday was like luxury compared to this one. This one is definitely not on the same quality. You can see the seats are a little bit worse off, but the bathroom is 100% different. I'll show you guys the bathroom in a few. The bathroom has no toilet. And you guys are like, what? No bathroom? No. It has a bathroom. It just doesn't have a toilet. And everything's a little more beat up. And it brings a different crowd, I'll say that. Everybody's loud on this one. Everyone likes to cough, and do everything like that. Oh, let's see some food options. Is Fluffy getting her corn? I don't know. I haven't seen any corn.
Yeah, but I'll wait for it if there's corn. It's the third card.
It's the third cart. No, there is a toilet, but you guys will see the toilet, and I don't think many people would use it. Um, we'll wait till a couple more people come, because I only want to show it to you guys one time. But there's definitely a toilet in there, but you guys will see. Um, this one is not that nice. It's a little more beat up and older. But here's the trick. Here's what I found out. So when you book a train here, it's there's like a SE train and there's a TN train. So the best way to remember this is the SE trains are the more modern, quicker, faster trains that have less stops, and you want an SE train with a low number. So for example, we're taking SE7, but SE1, SE2, SE3, SE4 are all remodeled, and they're much better trains than 5, 6, 7, 8. So you guys want to take an SE train, and you want to take the very lowest number closest to number one. So that's kind of my little tip for booking tickets. We're out in the countryside. Fluffy, does this look
It's
like
all
Fluffy?
rice fields. Yeah, all rice fields.
What's up, Seymour? You think so? I would say I'm definitely a little disappointed in this train compared to yesterday's. Yesterday's train had that nice restaurant. Oh yeah, it wasn't yesterday. It was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Other one had a nice restaurant in it. It had a very nice bathroom. The seats were a little better. It wasn't as banged up, and didn't have kind of the rowdy crowd. This is a cheap train, so I think it kind of attracts a rowdier crowd. But this train was only about $2.25 one way, so this train was much cheaper. We're in the middle of central Vietnam somewhere. We left Nguyen Nhân about an hour ago, and we are about an hour away from our new city. I don't know why. If you can get one of those nicer trains, I don't know why you guys wouldn't take it. They're a couple of bucks. Like, okay, now I admit this one is not that great compared to the one from 2 days ago, but this train is $2. It's $2 to get for this train's going to be about 2 hours and 20 minutes. So this is like a 2 hour train. Your only other alternative to go to the city would be to take like an in-drive or a grab, and that would probably cost you like 20 or 30 bucks. This will cost you $2 one way. You can smoke. So I don't know technically if you can smoke on this train, but once you get to that cabin, once you see like these doors, we see people smoking inside there. So like in between the train cars, we see people smoking. I'll take you guys over there in a minute, and then you guys will see the crazy bathroom. So I don't know if they're illegally smoking or if that's allowed, but it's kind of a little weird. Super Express. Ah, maybe that's what it means. Ah, okay. I didn't know that. But basically, just remember, SE trains are quicker, more modern, has the nicer amenities, and you want the very, very, very lowest number you can get. So basically 1, 2, 3, and 4. We heard 5, 6, 7, and 8 are still pretty old. So basically you want first 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then there's one little exception. The exception is the SE21. So that's a very high number, but that one for some reason was remodeled. So basically look for SE 1, 2, 3, or 4, If you can't get any of those, try to look for SE21, but kind of stick away from 5 through 10. We are on number 7. I imagine 5 through 10 is going to be all the same like these. Let's go take a look though. So if you hold my charger, I'm going to go show them. Hopefully we won't walk in on anybody in the bathroom, but we'll show you guys. Look, let's actually go this way. This way looks a little less crowded, but you guys will see, look at the sink's a little more older. So this is a little more beat up. That one's locked. That bathroom is locked. See, oh, okay. So the other one, so this one does have a toilet. The one in the very front did not have a toilet. So it's a lot more dingier, a lot dirtier. It's a little shady, right? It's a nice view. You get a window. We'll try to go this way and I'll show you guys the restaurant over here. We break out the GoPro at the same time. Yeah, this is what I was telling you. This one, oh, look at that. That thing's freaking shaking. Yeah, this one's a night and day difference from the other one. So look at this. But there is some smokers over here. Look, he's smoking. But you guys can see it's like a little more beat up. It's a little worn down. And then we'll go down here. We'll show you guys your special toilet. And then we'll show you the quick restroom or the restaurant. But xin chào. Xin chào. Xin chào. So, xin chào. This is a little down. Let's see if we can get into this one. That's locked. So it's locked. But we will show you guys the restaurant. This is kind of where people smoke. We've seen people come in here and they smoke. They smoke here. Sorry about that, guys. We went through a tunnel. We went right through a tunnel. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Sorry about that. I don't take the bullet trains in China because you can't smoke. The toilets can use a bit of work. Yeah, I would, if you guys could, I would avoid these trains and try to take the trains that we took 2 days ago. But here's, what the hell? Here's the restaurant. Let me turn the GoPro on. There we go. There we go. So it's a very basic, simple restaurant. The wooden benches are for the restaurant. Those are for the restaurant. They don't have them in here though. Those are for the restaurant. It's the only time I've seen those little restaurant benches are in the restaurant. Yeah, Darson, this is the worst ones. These are... So I figured out which train numbers you guys would want to take. There's some that you guys... Jeez Louise. There's some train routes, train numbers that you guys don't want to take, or at least I would recommend not taking them. So like I was saying, guys, oh, there's a nice view. Oh, we just missed it. There was water. Sorry about that, guys. We hit a dead spot. Sorry about that, guys. We hit a dead spot. They converted third class into the restaurant. They used to not have the restaurant allowed the food vendors to come on. That's what they're doing. They bring the carts, but on these cheaper ones, they also have those benches. We've seen those in another cheaper train before, Darson, and those ones are only for the restaurant. So I didn't know. I guess those maybe were seats in the past, but those are no longer seating benches. Those are, if you ever see those benches, they're always restaurant on the lower trains, but no one sits on those for actual seats. I once took a slow train, from Guangzhou. That's where I was going to teach. That's where I applied to teach English. I wanted to teach in either Chengdu or into Guangzhou. 37 hours, man. I cannot believe you guys can do that. For me, I can't do these trains longer than like 5 hours. That's why we're doing this trip the way that we're doing it, because Da Nang to Weiyuan is about 5 hours. So we got off there, we spent 2 days there. Now we jumped on this train. This train's only 2 hours, perfectly fine, no problem at all. We'll spend 2 days in this city, and then in 2 days we will take another train for about, I think, 3 hours from the city that we're going to go to today to Nha Trang. But I could not do that 10 hour, 12 hour, 15. I couldn't do that. That's insanity. I don't know how you guys can do it. I'd be going crazy out of my mind. Yeah, I couldn't do that. You guys are nutsos. But look, everyone always takes off their shoes. This is what I always tell you guys. Always got the shoes off. I think I'm gonna enjoy Nha Trang. I think the biggest downside is gonna be, so when we're gonna go look at Nha Trang, we're looking at it for a long-term Da Nang replacement. But the big downside is that they don't really have a Visa bus run alternative like in Da Nang in Visa, and it takes about 11 hours bus run that day, right? In Nha Trang, they have somewhat of an option, but it takes 23 hours. And for me, that's a big deal breaker, a big deal breaker. So that's the big thing. Oh, Fluffy, how much stuff did you, what is that?
My breakfast.
Hold on, let me get video of that. What is that? It's like a lava.
It's like tamales.
Tamales? That looks like pudding.
Tamales?
Hold on, Fluffy. Get ready to show your corn because this battery's about to go dead too. I'm only going to have one freaking battery. I don't know what happened to the other one. Put it a little bit by the light, Fluffy. Wow. What about your corn?
It's like tamales.
I don't see how that's a tamale. That looks like Jello.
And it's like has mushroom inside.
Mushroom? Oh, look at what it's got inside.
Mushroom and pork. Try it, Will.
I'm not trying it.
Try it.
I don't want to try it, Fluffy.
It's just a little. It's good.
You eat it.
Yeah. I like this better.
It's good.
Timothy, have you tried this?
The ticket was less than $2. I spent a lot more than that on food and baijiu. I don't know how you survive that. That's crazy. That's a long train ride. That's good. It has ground pork with mushroom. The same meat in Ban Kuan.
Yeah.
Train meal's nice.
Train.
Let me put my camera
It's
on.
like coconut and rice.
But it looks like Jello.
It's nice. Try it.
Ah, hold on. Here.
Mushroom and pork. It's like bun pao, but it's better texture.
It's like
Tamales.
there's some taste. I've tasted something like that in the USA, but I can't remember.
Tamales.
It's not like a tamale. It tastes like something that I can't remember though. It's like,
This is like Filipino.
oh, you know what it
tamales.
tastes like? I know exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like chicken noodle soup. The noodles. And it tastes like Campbell's chicken noodle soup, but with pork or something in it. The white stuff tastes like, this tastes like
Noodles?
Campbell's chicken noodle.
This is like rice and coconut.
How much was that, Fluffy?
15.
15,000. So that's about 60 cents. This was about 60 cents, guys.
I always get this. I love this.
Fluffy loves this.
I found out about this when we first went to Ho Chi Minh City.
Let me put you guys down for 1 second. Hold on, guys. What'd you say, Fluffy?
I found out about this when we first went to Ho Chi Minh. We also have this in
At where?
Winmar.
I thought I charged my stuff last night, but I guess worst case scenario, I can switch to the DJI Pro. But give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna take 1 second. Give me 1 more second, guys. Almost. There we go. Ready. Never fear, Will is here. Is the dumpling part looks like mochi? I think
Mochi, yeah. It's like mochi, but
it's very
like,
jiggly. It's
yeah.
like
It's
like
just like
it looks like
coconut
pudding,
made. Yeah.
but it tastes like
Coconut
chicken noodles. Chicken noodle soup's noodle. That's what it tastes like to me.
made. Really?
Yeah.
Tastes good too.
I knew I recognized that taste. The white stuff tastes just like a chicken noodle. On the north, they probably, so we took the very first train in the morning from Mignon. And remember, these trains run all the way from Hanoi all the way down to Ho Chi Minh. So I would not be surprised if some of these people that are passed out are coming down probably from Hanoi, or at least close by Hanoi. Eh, I would say it's not terrible, but it's not probably something I would buy. It was okay. It was just, eh.
What do you like, the bun bao or this one?
They're about the same. I kind of think the bun's a little better because
Really?
the
You don't like
texture,
the texture?
the take in me. There it goes. I think
I
we're
like
on the
it.
middle of central Vietnam, so the freaking
This is still Central Vietnam.
the internet's kicking me off.
Your GoPro is still low.
Hold this one, Fluffy. I want to get a quick shot.
I like this. I like this better than bun bao. I don't know, Timmy. What is she saying? Can you hear her? She's been loud the whole ride. Because we see a lot of rice fields here.
Yeah, we were in the restaurant and they were just so damn loud. It was like so loud. And I told Fluffy, I was like, you know what? I can tell certain trains attract certain people because this is a very cheap train, right? This was the only one we can take because it was the first thing in the morning. So we just had to take it anyways. But anyways, this has the terrible toilet. This has the terrible seats. I wouldn't say terrible seats. The seats are okay, but it's got the terrible restaurant compared to the other one and the terrible bathroom.
But
So
all the food are good.
the food. Yeah, but they are in the restaurant. It was extremely loud. Like if you think it's loud right now, the restaurant was way louder. And it seemed like they were yelling and fighting, but they were probably just saying like, "Hey, hand me the salt, please. Hey,
They were
can you hand
just
me a drink?"
yeah, they were
And they were like,
just
"Ah."
and they're close to each other. That's why this lady has her earplugs.
She's got earplugs. Fluffy, you're supposed to eat corn like typewriter. Like yeah, I don't know why that. I noticed that when I was in China and when I've been on Asian countries with Chinese tourists and even Korean too. I noticed it with Korean. They just want to be louder than the next person that they're next to always. I noticed that though about Koreans in Danang, they're very loud. Like they each whoever like so there'll be two Korean friends talking to each other. They always compete. One wants to be louder than the other. And I know they're not fighting or nothing, but it sounds like it. And I wonder in my mind, I'm like, I bet you they're just like, hey, what'd you watch for TV last night? Hey, where do you want to go to dinner? And they're probably just like screaming at each other. Everyone does this too. Everybody likes to sleep. So not only is she sleeping, but she's having a conversation with the other lady that's sleeping. So they're laying down, right? You're saying like, oh, they're sleeping. But she's talking to that lady that's sleeping.
Why didn't they just took a cabin trip?
Because it's double the price. Where are you going? We are going to another city in central Vietnam.
Via Delco.
Ooh, Viatel truck. Look at it. Maybe it has all the SIM cards on it.
No, that's like a FedEx.
FedEx. Yeah, almost. Yikes. Yeah, shockingly, most of the people on this train are old. There's a few younger people, but I would say the majority is older. Let's go try to see if we can show you guys this bathroom because I need to get a shot of it on my GoPro. Let's go try it one more time. Let's go see if we can get this bathroom. Huh? Standing. I think they might be smoking though. I don't know. We'll wait. I want to get this video. This. Maybe she thinks she's maybe she thinks she's a YouTube live streamer. No, the sleeper train's probably like 3 times the price, so no one wants to get it. So unfortunately, on the trip going to Nha Trang, we could not find 2 tickets together. So me and Fluffy will be sitting in different aisles. She'll basically be sitting somewhere like right there, and I'll be sitting like somewhere right here. But it's only like 2 or 3 hours. Randy Wilvington. Everybody is just competing on who can be louder. The conversations, the music on his phone. That's the other thing. How come, in America, like if we have our phone, we'll have like earpiece in, or like we'll turn the volume very down low. When we get into our elevator in Da Nang or when we're outside, they just blare their cell phone. Like there could be 7 people in the elevator and they'll be listening to Facebook or TikTok and it's just cranked up on the very highest level. And they won't even look. They'll just like look at their screen and like that's what I noticed. All the Asians in all these Asian countries, they just feel like they're right there alone. They probably don't even realize that they're next to someone. They're in their own whole world. San Diego, very nice. Yeah, we might ask to switch. We'll see.
Let's see, is your cash run done?
How much for a ticket? This ticket was very cheap. I think it was 67,000. So it was like $2.50. But remember, we were only going like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something. I think we're almost there. Let me see, what time is it? 7:30. I think we'll be there.
Or maybe Marcus was right about his ticket because the one they got is like a modern one. That's why.
No, I looked at the other ticket. The highest ticket that I've seen going that way was 800,000, 700, 800. He said he paid 1.1 for each ticket.
Even if it's modern.
Yeah. What was I talking about? Yeah, like I feel like these. What country is this? No, this is Vietnam. We're in Vietnam. We're in central Vietnam. We're doing a little road trip. Let me go see if I can come up here and try to show you guys the bathroom real quick. Hopefully you guys. Here we go, guys. Let's try to get in over here. It's locked. I don't know. Maybe that one's not in service. But when we first got on, it was open. Yeah, we hear there's someone's cell phone that just. Who is. Stuff, then basically, like, they will, it'll say, like, oh, so and so used your clip. They like so and so use your clip, but I don't know. Fluffy, someone said A bit of one of your videos was clipped by Helen Zhao. If you didn't know, maybe you should look up that channel and see what they used of mine. I don't know who Helen Zhao is. Look. Yeah, we're on an H. We're on H. We're out in the middle of central Vietnam, nowhere, so it's gonna cut in and out, I think. The train line doesn't have that good of service. Not the train itself, but the outskirts of the area. People with standing tickets take over the bathroom here in China. There's no such thing as a standing ticket here. You have to have a seat. I kind of feel like I'm kind of thinking that bathroom is not for guests. I have a feeling that bathroom might be for the employees because it's all the way at the front of the train and it's been locked ever since we've been on it. When we first got on, it was open, but I have not seen it open or unlocked since we've been driving or riding. I watched randomly and saw you in it. No, if Viatel had the 7 gigabytes, I left Viatel because they left me high and dry when I really need. Where's our ticket? Oh, show them the ticket. Here, Fluffy, give it to me. We're finding out if this is our stop. No, not that one. Not that one. Okay. This one? Okay. Come on. So we're ready here, guys. No, Vietnam is not dangerous at all. I don't ever worry about my safety here. That's crazy. How do they not need a seat ticket? Where are they supposed to sit? That's crazy. To me, that just encourages people to buy a ticket for cheap and then just try to sit in other people's ticket seats. Fluffy, hold this. Let me grab the bag. So I guess I am going to log out and get our stuff. I'm gonna have to shoot some video. I'm gonna check that video and see which one I popped up on. Helen Zhao. But we're gonna go try to for a hotel. We don't even have a hotel right now, guys, and it's still. I just got whacked in the head. So we don't even have a hotel. And it's still way before check-in time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go take a look at these 2 places. We're gonna ask them about some early check-in. I'm gonna try to charge my batteries on some of these devices. And then we will do another live stream when we are checked in or when something pops up. Maybe we'll go get some breakfast or something and pop in. So have I taken a train in America? I've taken like Amtrak and stuff like that, but not too much. I think I've taken Amtrak. I've taken BART and stuff like that. But we'll catch up with you guys in just a little bit. Vietnam in some parts is very, very developed. I haven't ran into any crazy slums or nothing like that. Everything is nice. Everything is. Now there is downsides of Vietnam. Catch up on the next live stream when we go on a little longer, Randy. Hopefully you'll be on there and I'll answer some more questions. But we're gonna check out because we got to grab our bag and I don't want to forget anything. And then we're gonna be in the city of Tuy Hoa, something like that. So we'll catch up with you guys in a little bit.